fundamentally important day because we should all be aware that there are now more than 70 million refugees and internally displaced across the world. We haven't had such numbers since the Second World War. It's a wake-up call for leaders across the world. International diplomacy is failing people. There is no effective conflict resolution. And more importantly, perhaps at all, there is no way out of this escape from many of the people who flee.
And give us an indication of what the situation's like in Ethiopia, where you are now.
Well, Ethiopia is an appropriate place to be on World Refugee Day because it is on one side among the more generous countries in the world in receiving refugees. There is 1 million refugees here from neighboring countries. Europeans should learn from Africans in being generous in opening their borders when defenseless people ask for protection. But Ethiopia is the place where the highest number of new displacements due to violence happened last year. This is mostly inter-ethnic fighting. This is people being attacked in their homes, in their villages. And I was in a place yesterday called Gedio. I met in an abandoned factory building 3,500 people who had fled the most horrific violence. They were crammed together in a place with 16 latrines. It was horrific conditions, really, and they were still afraid to go home. This is again, a call for more assistance, more help, so that people can come back to their homes.
If you suggest there needs to be more help, more assistance, how could that come from Europe? Because we've seen, and we've reported on this programme several times, Europe are struggling to find those solutions.
Well, Europe is indeed in quite a fundamental crisis now of its participation in global, responsibility sharing. Europe, there is a notion in Europe we have overwhelmed our refugees. The reality couldn't be further away from that. Most European countries do not take neither refugees nor internally displaced. Number two, Europe is not giving that much supply either to those who do receive assistance. For example, in Ethiopia, the appeal for life-saving relief to the people is less than a third funded. So the Ethiopians who flee are not getting the attention and the support they should. And Ethiopia, as a generous country receiving refugees, is not getting the support they should. Europe is neither giving protection in Europe for the time being, nor giving enough in terms of supporting those countries who give protection.